Nope. Check, 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 check. Check, check. Check, check. All right, students, as you come in. Guys, everybody needs to have a seat in the bleachers. Everybody needs to have a seat in the bleachers. Check, check. Check, check, check.
Good afternoon, NKC. We're here to prep you for the best, the coolest, the most lit assembly of the year.
All right. So before we get started, we're finna test how well everybody in here can pay attention, okay? Okay? Okay. All right, this side. When I say black, you say history. Black, 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 black. Oh, okay.
Hey, my side over here, we can do better than that. All right, so when I say black, you say joy. Black, 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 black.
Okay. That was nice, Northtown. That was nice. BSU officers, drumline, I think they ready. Founded October 3rd, 1887 on the hill of Tallahassee, Florida. Repping the colors orange and green, you got FAMU, aka Founded October 23rd, 1877 from the good old Jackson, Mississippi. Repping the colors white and navy blue, you got the JSU Tiger! Next up, founded March 3rd, 1947 in the heart of Houston, Texas. Repping the colors gray and maroon, you got the TSU Tiger! And last but not least, founded March 2nd, 1867 in our nation's capital of Washington, D.C. Repping the colors gray, red, and blue is Howard! And those were drum majors from the top HBCUs. Give them another round of applause.
Number 3, listen actively and attentively. And number 4, the most important Warn one of all, when someone is speaking or presenting, do not talk. Please be quiet.
Okay, now that we have clear expectations and your cooperation, let's welcome one of the most musically talented groups in NKC, the Northtown A Cappella Choir. We'll just
Do you have two microphones up here, or is it just the one?
It's just this one. We have a mic. If you go to the producer table, over there. The choir go over there.
You want us to come up? Oh, never
Yeah.
mind. They want us to come over here. So.
I don't know. Why is this mic here? I don't know.
celebrate with some dancing, or some dancing, all right? It's my pleasure to introduce the Afro-Caribbean Dance Group.
Je suis fâché.
Shake body. Hey, move body. snapping fingers ready for glory. A powerful poem recited by our very own Jay, Terrion, Onyinye, and William.
I've been watching black bodies blend into the pavement for some time now, but have not lost hope. For certain happiness, despite the wreckage, I have not lost my ability to smile amidst the warfare. I'm still standing here, doing my best to summon my spirit back each time, to realize my black doesn't belong seated in dirt, but deserves to bloom. We are calling for an overwhelming black joy. Put blood, Twitter with pictures of our undervalued youth. Hashtag Black Girl Magic. Flowers in our snapbacks. Our blackness being the best trending topic to touch social media. With afros, fades, and cornrows crafting our crown. Showing that our black don't crack. Our ancestral blood is the fountain of youth. We are born beautiful, made of a black woman's hand. Watch how we shine like a black man's smile. We are called to celebration. To fight poverty with the whoop of our skin. To mount our black folk magic on the mantle. To walk past the mirror and see resilience each time. There's God in that. In blasting gospel, hip-hop throughout the house. To remind ourselves that music has always been our saving grace. Songs passed down like scripture, like Sunday service never ended. We are a chorus of hallelujahs. We took the church outside. Street corner harmony sung by retired uncles. Our grandmothers shaking tambourines to the tune of liberation. We throw our hands up in relief and rapture. Tears cascading down our face in triumph because we fall down, but we get up. Our endurance is a trait that we pass down for generations. We watch black children find themselves. Even if it's in a game of hide and seek. We find home in each other. We greet strangers like long lost kin. Call them sister, call them brother, call them hope instead of grief. Call them family tree, we're not afraid to hang around. With the seeds bloomed in legacy. Rooting with our will to fight to live. We are the blueprint of mankind. A dynasty that cannot be dismantled, stripped, or taken away from us. For centuries we've been mourning. We've been blinded by our absence for so long, we've forgotten how to speak of our presence. We've been searching for everywhere for happiness, for black joy, while it's been inside of us the entire time. Black joy is being snatched from us. Black joy is being loud and made for no reason. Black joy is giving black boys pride a new meaning. Black joy is reading this poem. Black joy is a uncompromising revolution. Black joy is black women. Black men. Black joy is rising against the cursed genocide. Black joy is an uncompromising revolution. Black joy is black women, black men, black Muslim, black prayer, black asexual, black transgender, black immigrant, black definitely able-bodied, family of God, hallelujah of God. And if we got us, then we will be all right.
In 1954, the United States Supreme Court voted on the historic Brown versus Board of Education of Topeka case, allowing all schools in the U.S. to become integrated. While this was a landmark victory to the civil rights movement and the path towards desegregation, it began a new problem. African American teachers of historically black schools lost their jobs, and it became extremely difficult for a black educator to find a job in a white school. Our own school district of North Kansas City Schools didn't hire a black teacher until the 1970s. We are honored today by the presence of Dr. Cecilia Robinson, the first black teacher to have ever been employed in the North Kansas City School District. Dr. Cecilia McBride Robinson is a professor emerita of William Jewell College. She taught in North Kansas City Schools from 1972 to 1979, then joined the Jewel faculty where she served as an English professor for 34 years and was the college's first fully tenured Black professor. Both in the classroom and in the community, she has championed cultural awareness and racial diversity and understanding. Dr. Robinson has received numerous local and state honors for social justice, citizenship, leadership, and service. She holds a doctorate from the University of Kansas and completed postgraduate study at Oxford University. She received an honorary Doctor of Humanities degree from William Jewell College in 2017 and is an honorary alumna of the college. We could please give one more round of applause and thank Dr. Robinson for everything she did.
Thank you so much, Dr. Robinson, for sparking much-needed change in our community and leading the way for many teachers of color. Let's thank this amazing woman one more time, Northtown. Have you ever heard the song Down by the Riverside? Down by the Riverside is a Negro spiritual which dates back to before the American Civil War. It is centered on the idea of abandoning pessimism and aggression and putting on new spiritual clothing at the side of a river before crossing it, letting that old way of life go. With pleasure, I would like to introduce another marvelous musical act from our Hornets, which I personally am involved in. Put your hands together for the North Kansas City High School Orchestra, performing Down by the Riverside.
Thank you for that lovely rendition, Orchestra. Now, I have a question for you all. How many here watches the news? Have ever watched the news before? Okay. If you do, hopefully you tune into Fox 4 KC and see the morning anchor, Mrs. Christelle Bell. Bell first fell in love with public speaking and journalism as a high school student in her native Houston, Texas. Ms. Bell earned her bachelor's arts degree in communications from the University of Houston and is currently studying for her master's in communication at Webster University in St. Louis. She is an Emmy-nominated journalist with nearly 20 years of experience in the news industry and a member of the National Association of Black Journalists. An avid volunteer in the Kansas City community, she currently serves on the board of directors for the Neighbor to Neighbor nonprofit organization and provides mentoring guidance for area youth kids. Today we honor having Mrs. Bell here as our keynote speaker to share with us. Please give a huge round of applause for Mrs. Crystal Bell.
Oh, wow. What's up, Northtown? What's going on? How y'all feeling? Y'all okay? Man, I'm like, this took me back, because you know, it was only like 5 years ago. I was just in high school, so I'm like nervous right now. This is how it felt when I was doing public speaking in high school. But listen, I'm so excited to be here with you today. I'm so excited to just come and encourage you and give you a little bit of encouragement on Black History Month. I thank the Black Student Union. Y'all lit, man. Let me tell you. Y'all what's up? That's what's up. Y'all, yeah, go ahead. Y'all can clap. Yeah. Let's put this program together. Absolutely. You guys put this program together, and this has been phenomenal. I have really enjoyed it. So again, I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for allowing me to be here with you today, this afternoon. So I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit. Let me start my timer, because they told me I got 8 minutes, so let's get this in, right? Okay, so many times people say, what is Black history? There's really no real one answer to that question. It represents so many things. Black history represents pride, it represents pain, it represents today, it represents the past, it represents the future. It is telling stories. It's because everyone has a story. It's the ugliness, it's the truth, it's boldness, it's beautiful. It's Black history, it's unity, it is diversity, it is education, it is learning something that you did not know that makes this world a better place. And it's also everything that centers around the theme. It is joy, it is culture, and it is celebration. And the joy of understanding that so many of you, Black youth, our future, you are a joy. And I'm so glad I got to hear that poem, because that's exactly what you are. Because you are the latest generation that will truly understand what it means to live out in the true meaning of Dr. King's dream. So there are so many people that impact Black history, including you. And I emphasize that, including you. You are history. We know our culture, it speaks for itself, you know. Y'all just saw the dances, heard the poems. It's in our music, it's in sports, social media, Black Twitter, baby. We here for the culture, right? Okay? The culture is everything, and it's everywhere, and everyone embraces it. And so it's often really disturbing. I wouldn't say disturbing, but it is eye-opening when I hear still today people say, why don't we have a White History Month? Well, let me learn you something. I'm not gonna say, let me learn you something. That's what I'm gonna say. So listen, the history of how it came about was Dr. Carter G. Woodson. He was a Black historian, and he was actually barred from attending American Historical Association conferences, even though he paid his dues, just like every other member of the association. He was not allowed to attend. His experience actually led him and a small group to meet and form their own association for the study of African American life and history. And so it was in 1926 that he created Negro History Week, and that would later become Black History Month. So why am I telling you this? Because Woodson found that there just wasn't a lot of interest from white historians to recognize Black history. So he did it. He recorded and he preserved the accomplishments on his own. So I want you to take away 3 things if you don't hear anything else from me today. I'm going to tell you. So number 1, what we learned from his story, okay? When there is no lane for you, create your own. In this room, you are the game changers, you are the innovators, you are the creators, you're the developers, everyone in this room. And so you are the key to true equality, you're the key to justice and freedom for everyone. So when there is no lane, you must and you have to create your own lane, create your own history. So my appearance in television was basically my hair. My hair was always a thing for me. I've always had short hair. I've always rocked short hair. That's my thing, right? But there were times when people told me my hair was too short, no color. People told me I couldn't do what I wanted to do with my hair. And I just said, I'm gonna do me. And just recently, I found out that there was a young lady that spoke about me. I don't know if Coach Traphagen is in here, but I received an email this week when I was wearing braids, which I recently just took out, because this young lady talked about, I want to pull this email up real quick. She talked about just seeing me on the news wearing braids because that had never been seen before. And so I was like, I'm gonna live in my truth. This is who I am. You know, I've always had to wear my hair a certain way. You know, hey, look, I'm gonna shave it on the side. I'm giving them a little gradual push, but I'm gonna be who I am. And so I made a decision that I'm not going to no longer make others around me feel comfortable about me. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm not here to apologize for who I am. So that brings me to number 2. Y'all say, what's number 2? Authenticity needs no apology. Authenticity needs no apology simply because you stay true to yourself, you speak your truth, you live in your truth, and the sooner you let go of others' opinions of you, oh my gosh, you live in your freedom. You live in your truth. And I promise you guys, I promise you, that feeling of knowing that you are unapologetic about who you are and not allowing others to dictate how you should feel about yourself, that holds no value on your life. So, I just want to tell you, because I've had a lot of people say, oh, my lips were too full, my hair was too short, I was too dark to be on TV, my voice was not natural. But let me tell you, if I listened to what everybody had to say about me, I wouldn't be standing here. So listen, authenticity needs no apology. I'm not apologizing, don't apologize for who you are. And so the last thing I want to say is number 3, we celebrate. This is part of the theme. Celebrate and highlight your accomplishments. I don't care how big, how small, celebrate every moment you can. For a long time, I hated to go back and kind of look at my air checks, but it gave me a reality check to look and see how far I've come. And so I want you to make sure you look and take that moment to celebrate everything you've done, everything you do. I made an A on my test, I made a B on my test. Don't celebrate the F though. Just do better, don't celebrate the F. And you might get a little yay with a C, but I mean, just, you know. But take the moments to encourage yourself and celebrate you and treat yourself. It's so easy for us to focus on the negative because that's who we like to be, but you gotta focus on the positive. And this is a great example because when I wore my hair a certain way, I had 100 compliments. But my mind tended to go to the 2 people that said they didn't like it. but I totally disregarded all of the 100 people that did. Take the moment to focus on the positive. Celebrate. Because I'm celebrating because someone saw what I look like and said, yeah, that's it, I can be her. And so I'm celebrating that moment. So I just wanted to encourage you to do those little things. Party with yourself, live in your truth, don't apologize for it, celebrate who you are. And I also wanted to just say, celebrate your story. We all have a story. Be proud of your accomplishments, your goals. Write your own story, acknowledge it, because you are making history. Every day you will encounter an opportunity. Look for those opportunities. Opportunities to find joy, to change the culture, to give back to your community, and the opportunity to celebrate. Embrace those moments, because those will carry you into adulthood. All right, I love you without your permission. Thank you so much for having me here. Y'all so good.
Thank you. Now give it up for a very familiar Hornet, Miss KJ.
All right, Terrion, this one's for you. I believe that children are our future. Teach them well, let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty that possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. I never found anyone to fulfill my needs. A lonely place to be. So I learned to depend on you. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, I succeed. At least I live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. Because the greatest love of all is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me. The greatest love. Oh, is easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself. It is the greatest love of all. I believe that children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used my dignity. Because the greatest love of all is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me. And if I chance that special place that you've been dreaming of, leads me to a lonely place. Find your strength in love. It was a message. It wasn't about the singing. It was a message. Find your strength in loving yourself.
All right, thank you so much, Miss KJ. Now, please welcome our Briarcliff Elementary and their piece.
On the campus of Howard University, with over 950 chapters around the world, Alpha, Kappa, Alpha. on the campus of Howard University with over 1,000 chapters around the world. Delta Sigma.
Or some other time. We are the change we seek. We are the ones we are looking for. Barack